Okay, you can't even see my face, so. Okay, what's up, you guys? It's Natalie back again with a video. It's been a while, but I've been super busy with school just starting. Oh shit, I almost just Snapchatted somebody. But today I have a Q&A planned. I asked questions on my Instagram, and I have the most popular questions and some of the ones I really wanted to answer all written down in my notes. So I apologize if I keep looking down, but like that's where I'm reading them from, so there's nothing I can do about it. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, you can't really see me, but I think it's fine. Okay, so the questions are a little bit all over the place, so I apologize about that in advance. But the first question is, what is your favorite color? I like the shade of blue, like a baby blue, like light pink, and gray are like my three favorite colors. If I had to pick one, like a light pink probably. What's your natural hair color? I got this one a lot. So obviously my hair is not naturally this blonde. You can see my roots. But when I was little, I did have blonde hair. It just wasn't this blonde. It was like a dirty, ashy blonde. And then it kind of got darker as I got older, and then I decided to dye it lighter and lighter. I don't know, I like the white. What's your ethnicity? So I get this one a lot too. I don't know why, because I feel like I look very white and like American, but people ask if I'm Brazilian all the time, and I'm like, no. But no, I'm American. My mom's side of the family is Italian though, and my dad's side is German. But like that's about it. I got this one a lot too. These are all the ones I get a lot. Is your tan fake? I'm not even that tan right now. I'm kind of upset about it. I just went out and tanned for a little bit. My tan is not fake. I am Italian. I get tan very easily, and I go outside a lot. So I don't know. My like undertone is like very orange, so I guess that's why it looks fake. And I put filters on my pictures. So, but like the problem is I put filters on my pictures to make me look less dark because the lighting's bad. You know what I mean? Like it makes me look more orange, but it makes me look less dark. Because somebody accused me of blackface once, and I was like, what? I'm sorry, I talk very fast. What do you want to do after college? So I'm not even in college yet, so I don't have a very good plan, but I want to go to school for zoology or biology and be a wildlife veterinarian. That's the main goal, but we'll see what happens in the next few years because you never really know. Mario Kart or Minecraft? That's a hard question, but I'm gonna have to say Mario Kart because I don't think I could go without Mario Kart. Mario Kart's just, I'm so good at it. Like, I'm so good at Mario Kart. I just love Mario Kart. What is your favorite movie genre? I like horror movies. I don't really watch movies a lot, but if I do watch a movie, it's a scary one because, I don't know, I get like very unfocused when I watch other movies, but when I get scary movies, I can like actually watch the whole thing. What school do you go to? Well, I got another one that was like, what part of Florida do you live in? So I'll answer both of those at the same time. I live in Sarasota, Florida. It's like on the West Coast. I got at Riverview High School. I'm a senior. I'm 17. That answers like 5 questions right there. What is your biggest fear? So I have 2 like fears, but one of them's really stupid and one of them's like an actual fear. But my like actual fear, I'm scared of being poisoned. Like I always check food before I like eat it, like check the expiration date, smell it. Like I don't know, I'm weird about like food. And whenever I pass like buildings that have like gas or like trucks that like have gas or whatever, I lose my absolute shit. Like I can't deal with it. Like I just think I'm gonna get poisoned. I don't know why. There's no like valid reason for me to think I'm going to get poisoned, but I do. And my more like weird kind of fear, I'm scared of birds. I hate birds. I don't like them. I can like look at pictures of them. I can like see them from far away, but if they get close to me, I don't like it. They freak me out. I don't like them. Okay. Who is your celebrity crush? I don't know. I don't like really keep up with celebrities so much. I used to have like the biggest crush on Ansel Elgort and Cole Sprouse. Those are like, I don't really like care about them that much anymore, but I used to be obsessed with them. And 5 Seconds of Summer, I used to love them. keep getting lost in where I am. Your favorite ski mask song. This is my favorite question out of all of them, and I'm not going to be able to answer it with only one. So we're going to do top 5. Baby Wipe is a really good song. Suicide Season's a really good song. Coolest Monkey in the Jungle. It's probably my favorite. Throwaway. Foot Fungus and Fossil Failure are tied, so it's 6, I guess. How did cheer impact your life? So for those of you who do not know, I recently just stopped cheering a while ago. It was like a very hard decision, but I mentally couldn't handle it anymore. Like, it's not something I'm going to get into, but cheerleading has been a big part of my life since 6th grade, I want to say. I went from being very shy and antisocial to like finding my people and finding who I could be confident and myself around. So it did play like a very vital role, I feel like, in growing up and becoming the person I am today. So I thank it for all that. I love the people that I've met and the lessons I've learned. I wouldn't trade it for the world. What are some common misconceptions about you? I get a lot of those. So a lot of girls, especially, just like looking at me, they're like, oh, she's mean. Like, I don't want to talk to her, she's mean. And I get it, because I have a mean face. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm like literally 5'3". I don't know why people are intimidated by me, but they just look at me and they're like, she's a bitch. And I'm like, okay. But I think I'm nice. I don't know. That's like all up to interpretation, but I try my hardest to be nice to everybody. I'm not like as bitchy as people like paint me out to be. I don't know. I just feel like people think I'm way meaner than I am. Like, I've had people that'll like come up to me after we talked once and they'll be like, oh my god, I thought you were so mean, but like you're actually so nice. And I'm like, yeah, I get that a lot. So that's like the biggest one. I'm trying to think of some more that are like important. I don't know. A lot of people just think I'm somebody I'm not. That's very common on like Instagram and apps like that, because you look at somebody and you have a picture of them in your head of what you think they're like, and then you actually like talk to them and they're nothing like you thought they would be. And that's just like, it's common. It's something I had to get used to. Nobody looks at me and like sees my personality, obviously. How does hate affect you? Okay, so this is a bit of a long one. I used to get very upset over it when I first started gaining followers. I would have like mental breakdowns over it. I'd cry myself to sleep over it. Like, it was just not a good situation because I wasn't used to getting so much hate. And it wasn't like little comments that make me upset. It's like I'd get really, really nasty things, like go kill yourself, or the only thing you have to offer is your butt, like your face is ugly, like just like mean things like that. And like I really think about them, and that's something I've really had to learn how to deal with, is realizing that these comments are coming from people who you don't know. They don't matter to you, so their comment shouldn't matter to you. And it's a really hard lesson to learn. It's not something you can just say, oh, I'm not going to let it affect me, and then it suddenly just doesn't affect you. It's something that's really, really hard, and it's something I had to have a lot of work with, and I still sometimes get really upset by comments, but I've had to learn, like, there are nice comments and there are mean comments, and you have to pick and choose which ones you want to let affect you. So that's just like a short rundown of it. I can make a whole video on that. Like, wow. These are the more in-depth questions. There's only a few more. Advice for people who need confidence. This also ties in with that. From when I was little to about 8th grade, I was super, super quiet, super shy, didn't talk, I had really bad social anxiety. I still, like, I go into gas stations and I won't buy anything. Like, if I'm not with somebody, I won't go talk to them. I can't make eye contact with people. I get shit from people all the time because I can't make eye contact when I talk. Like, I look at their lips and they get pissed off and I'm like, I'm sorry, I literally can't look you in the eye when I talk to you. It's like I've never been able to. So I've had to really become confident in myself because I've been so quiet. Literally, if you knew me in middle school, I didn't talk. Like, I was mute. I did not talk. I had like no friends. It was just a very different part of my life. And in 9th grade, I started breaking out of my shell a little bit. I started getting more attention. I started making more friends. It was just a very different scenario than it was. And ever since then, I've been kind of realizing that I should put myself before I put other people. And I don't know, my confidence just kind of grew with that. I kind of just became more aware of what I needed to do. And I surrounded myself with people who love me for who I am. And that's the biggest thing, is I used to have such toxic friends in my life, ones that would want to control everything I did. And if I talked to a guy, they wanted the same guy. You know, that kind of scenario. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy in any circumstance. And once I realized that I was in such a toxic environment and I got myself out of it, and I made friends who love me and will do anything for me, that was like the big breaking point in my life. That's when I actually started becoming myself. Okay, the last question is, how do you deal with losing friends? That really ties into the last question. I lost a lot of friends from my middle school to high school year because obviously I became a different person. I stopped being the shy girl that did anything anybody told her to, and I started realizing my worth and realizing that I wasn't just a sidekick. And I lost my best friend since childhood from it, but I've never been happier. I've never been happier without it. See, that's just the hard part, is you have to realize when you're in a toxic friendship and get out of it. It doesn't matter if you have no friends. Get rid of that toxic friend, because your real friends will come to you when you start being yourself. And just being with that toxic friend, it makes you so much more insecure about yourself, and it makes you feel like you don't want any more friends. Like with my old friend, I'd make another friend finally, and then she'd steal that friend from me. She'd like go take the friend aside, be like, oh my god, Natalie talks about you, Natalie does this, Natalie doesn't like you. The friend would believe her, and then they'd become best friends. It happened like 3 or 4 times. And that's actually how our friendship ended, is she messed with the wrong friend. She tried to do the same thing that she did with all my friends to my other friend, and my friend was like, no, like, Natalie wouldn't say that about me. Like, you're full of shit, like, you're full of bullshit. And she was like taken aback that somebody actually like stood up to her, and ever since then I haven't talked to her. I haven't said one word to her. But I've been so much happier ever since we stopped being friends, and I'm sure she's happier now. She's hopefully growing as a person and becoming someone that is more respected. I don't know, more respectable. But that's none of my business anymore. That's just, once I lost her, I became so much more confident in myself. So that's just like the main thing, is you have to lose that friend no matter what. It doesn't matter if you literally have no friends after. You will find friends. Get rid of that one friend. So that was it. That was all the questions I got. I'm trying to think. I feel like I left some out, but if I did, I'm sorry if I left your question out. Text me some more. I might make a part 2, but my next video will probably either be a clothing try-on haul or a week in my life, depending on if I wake up to film the week in my life, because I've been trying to film it for like 3 weeks now, and I forget every time I wake up. So hopefully I will get to that, and if not, you will be getting a clothing haul. So see you guys next time. My eyes look kind of cool. Wait, the eyes better. Oh.